Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge for a little fun in the afternoon sun, sitting into Volusia here for the Reaper Racing League. Brought to you by Fusion Setup Shops. Go to Fusion Setup Shops on pretty much every social media platform, along with Facebook, all the links in the description. And get yourself a setup today for your dirt and short track global needs. That's kind of pretty much what they specialize in. A ton of fun, and it is going to be a great time. Tonight is the night. We are going to have a good old-fashioned slugfest, and thank you to everybody for being out there. Much love to you. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful Saturday night. We are up for a couple of different races today. It is going to be as always, a great time because that's just what we do. We're going to resize these logos over here. They're kind of cool. Yeah, week 7 here today, and I absolutely am thrilled to see everybody out there. Thank you to all the fine folks being out there early. It's going to be a good time tonight. Week 7 of Volusia is underway. 10 lap heats, 4 to the feature, 15 lap C main, 15 lap B main. And I believe, and I forgot to check this as I would normally do, I'm going to check it real quick because I believe the feature laps be different. So let's take a look here on the schedule. It is 50 laps, not 70 laps. So pardon my incorrectness today. 50 laps here at Volusia as they get ready to be done with that. We get about 4 races left, including today's race. In this season, it's kind of flown by. It really has. Track temperature 80 degrees right now. 4/10 of a mile track here, almost half mile. Kind of big, kind of bumpy, and the wall sneaks out and likes to jump on you. So one of the big factors here is the driver's going to have to avoid getting up into the flat area up near the wall, stall them out to make things kind of hurt them. Open setup, one fast repair. Again, Fusion Setup Shop for all of that. Lunatic Designs, Chiefland RC Raceway out there as well. You give them some love. We can always appreciate what they have going on. It absolutely is one of the best factors of what you're going to see. TrackDogsRacing.net giving you a lot of cool memorabilia out there. You got to join the broadcast chat in there, in the actual meeting there, so we like to see it. Let's take a look at what we've got going on. JJ&SC Racewear sponsors the heats. We're waiting to find out who's going to be your claw instrument engraving pole sitter. All of the points brought to you by MFJ Welding. Using the setup shop late models. They are running late models today. A ton of fun in all of these. Since you see it, Alex couldn't make it today. Kind of bumpy. More like speed bump racetrack. It is. Interviews tonight. We will do interviews. Yes, we've done interviews every night. Michaela is awesome. To be honest, Michaela is awesome to watch her face. Is she live streaming? That's cool. Want to make sure that we don't have any driver cams tonight. We do that. We always do it. One of the big factors of what we do. Yeah, I never not do it unless there's toxic chat or something coming across the board. Then that would be the only reason why I wouldn't do any kind. That's the only reason. No, we've done them every night. So I've never skipped them unless there was an extenuating circumstance, i.e. Discord goes down. I think we've skipped them for that. And then at one point, I think one time I had a toxic chat one time with some of the drivers, so I decided to skip it until the next week. But outside of that, not gonna not do it. That's just kind of the way it goes. They're still qualifying, and these drivers ready to go at a bowling tournament night. Otherwise, you'd be there. Well, glad you're here. You may not be here in style, but at least you're out there. And good luck in your bowling tournament, of course. Michaela's awesome. We love her. She's someone I'm rooting for out there. Tia giving us a like. Zach giving us a like. Michaela, of course, giving us a like. Thank you very much. Alex giving a like and a share. Joe Garcia giving us a like and share as well. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. Joe Foxer out there in the midst to keep the chats up, keep them lively, keep them fun. Do everything that you got to do. Thank you to all the Facebook folks out there. We do have ourselves a second YouTube channel. It is at SIG_gaming. We're going to start adding those to some of the things that we're doing because that second gaming channel is going to focus on everything gaming, including gaming reviews, setups, top 10s, top 5s, all those kinds of things. You know, the fun stuff. Heat race number 1. JB Massey's going to be your pole sitter. Christopher Joy, your outside pole sitter. Joe Garcia is going to have Trent Bailey to his outside. Bud Molyneux is going to have Nick Ball as well. We'll see these 6 drivers compete for that fantastic number 1 spot. Getting into the feature. Again, 50-lap feature for today's race here at Volusia. Volusia is fun. I want to recheck that race weather because I want to see what it's got. Still 80 degrees, 84 degrees in the air temperature, 75% humidity. Partly cloudy skies, 4-mile-an-hour wind, and the track is, well, it's set. It is set to go. Doubleheader tonight. We're going to be doing the Reaper Speed, the Reaper Racing series here with Fusion Setup Shops behind them. And of course, we will make sure that keep all the action fun and friendly. But we also have the Heart-to-Heart Truck Series coming on after this for the late night series, which we absolutely love. We are also knocking everything out of the park when it comes to what we've got going on in our platform. We'll to make sure that we continue to put out the best content across the board. So that is the reason why we went ahead and set up a second YouTube channel, because I want that to be strictly VODs on what we're doing here at Signature Esports and what we continue to do. Smaller field tonight, but that's okay. We're gonna have some fun, and that's the way it goes. We had to miss last week. Some admins out of there, and they needed to get some stuff taken care of. So we'll just gotta make this one work. Pace truck's gonna speed away. And we'll see that pace truck dive off. Drivers are ready to go. We're going to go green for 10 laps, not 15. Double check. Yeah, 10 lap heats. See, I was right. I was right. All right, they're ready. Green flag. Massey, Joy, Bailey. Your top 3. 119 has the 032 to the bottom side. Massey extending that race line. Try to get down to the bottom side. Sliders are going to be a plenty here at Volusia. It does become a single file racetrack after a hot minute, but one thing you want to do is you want to avoid that wall. That's the big concept here. That wall is dangerous. Side by side back there. Joe Garcia trying to go back. Ooh, caution comes out here for the Reaper side. As drivers will look as such. Like Christopher Joy had that issue. There's a look. Joy went to the bottom side, dug into the bottom, and I talked about the wall. There it is. That wall on the front straightaway comes out and just bites you. That is exactly what happened. Watch the slider right here, and then we're going to quarter speed this. Watch on the exit. There is Fred the Barney Flagman, and boy, right there where his right rear connects. Let's go a little bit more chase, and you'll be able to see it here. Quarter speed again. Bam! Yeah, that tire gets ripped off. The side panel gets ripped off. Right front gets nailed, and yep, that's exactly what I've seen out of this track. 200 dozen times. Should be live conditions. Bear with me. Well, reload the overlay. See if that works. You know, I love SDK. Occasionally. Gets all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Let's close it down then. And let's bring it back up. And let's close all the overlays. Bear with me, folks. You know, usually I like to do our thing. All right, let's see if that'll work. Green flag? Flag. Again, apologies, folks. Sometimes these things do happen. Volusia, 6 laps to go here. Jamie Massey out front. Trent Bailey's going to be in second. Comes Joe Garcia, fastest lap of the race. Ran by this driver here, 15.12. Is Joy able to take the fast repair here and make that work? Letitia, thank you very much for the share. Tia, thank you again once more. I appreciate that very much. As he continue to push, Trent Bailey still trying to close in that distance as these drivers go to work. 09 to the bottom side, 32, 032 up into the middle portion of this racetrack, side by side with the 114. There'll be 3 laps to go this time by. 032 trying to clear the 114, still utilizing that bottom grip, trying to make that line stick just a little bit more. Be 2 to go as we get around. Massey leads the battle for 3rd and 4th here. All about those ever-loving race lines. Down to the bottom side still. As you see just how bumpy this racetrack is. Thank you, Penguin, for being out there. Much love. I know you were out there helping RC tonight. Very cool. Red flag waves, final lap out of 3 and 4. Jamie Massey comes around. Is going to have a half-second lead and win. Heat race number 1. That'll be your Klosterman pole sitter for the feature. As Klosterman engraving out there in the best of both worlds. Here's your drivers here for the second heat here, brought to you by JJ and SC Racewear. Find a link in the description. Go get some swag. We love it. Keith Hackney's going to be your pole sitter. Tyson Banks, your outside pole sitter. Nick King, Justin Williams going to make it pro number 2, and Michaela's going to be out there, and she's going to bring up that tail into the field. And I'm excited to see what she's going to be able to do here. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be perfect. Let's go, Garcia. Like it. Joe was battling there, man. He was absolutely battling. Thank you, Zach, for being out there in chat. Much love to you. Yeah. All going to be good things. We do like it. All right, they're ready to go. We have 10 lap heat here. Again, the drivers all about that base. About that base. Like it, go Warriors, says Tia out there. Love. Go to the 91, 747, 43, 24. As these drivers will have to pace themselves. Do like it. Do like it, Joe out there sending it. I like it. All right, let's see what happens here for the 91, 747. Very exciting times in the world of iRacing, if you haven't checked that out. The future plans for iRacing are pretty much on board with having that rain come in very soon. I know that they've done some big testing with it, with the SRX tracks and with everything that's going on with that. So it's already put in. It's ready to go. Green flag here for Volusia in the week 7 stats. These drivers tick out and do what they got to do. Let's be nerds. And let's go gaming. Hackney, Banks, King. It's going to be your top 3. Nobody's moved a spot just yet. There's Michaela back here putting it in the work. Oop, my bad. There's those overcast skies. things look like they want to open up. Here comes Michaela. Fastest lap ran by Nick King. 15.23 out of 2 onto the next straightaway. We're looking at Tyson Banks to the bottom. Keith Hackney rolling that higher side. Keith leads in points coming into the series as they roll out onto the next straightaway again. This is some tight racing. Here's Banks to the bottom side. 7.47 and a full tilt. Diggs out of the corner, moving up, trying to get a little bit more out of that car. 6 laps to go. Might have the medium race line here. Top 4 all within throwing distance of each other. Reach out, throw a water bottle, or maybe reach out and pull off a tear off. 91 still leads on the outside. That lap, 7.47, trying to pull a little bit more here. They are digging. This is some racing right here, boys and girls. 91, 7.47. Who's got the effort? 7.47 puts the 91 into the wall. That was a bad slider. Not clear. Keith Hackney goes around. And he had the corner. Watch the 7.47. Wall up. Yeah, right there. That's where it goes. And then, bam. And I think he tapped the wall. I think that's exactly what happened. I think that's what happened to Nick. Or not Nick, Tyson Banks there. I think Tyson actually tapped the wall here. So let's take a look. Tyson gets down to the bottom. I think, yeah, he did. He tapped the wall there, and that wall is what pushed him up off the race line. And then, nowhere to go. And 91 hit that flat, and that turned that wheel right side. Dang it. It happens. Banks, King, Williams, Staffies. There's Michaela. Keith Hackney is going to be out of this one. Have to come in from the back to the front, I do believe. Kind of those toes. Tyson Banks will go to the tail end of the field as the EOL here for causing that issue. Nick King will be your current race leader. 24 will be second. Taylor will be third. And we'll go to work here. We will go to work. King, Williams, ready to rock and roll. Single file restart here because of the under 10 laps to go. Cautions are on, so that cautions are thrown by iRacing unless it's deemed necessary. But for the most part, it's pretty much what you see. All the good things. All right. Thank you to JJ at SC Racewear. Make sure that you get out there and buy some awesome gloves. They do have some other things out there. Some fire suits and all kinds of stuff. Facebook.com/JJSC Racewear. Make sure we throw. I know it's out there in the race description, but merch. Get out there and throw that up there. Nick King getting some shout outs in there for the Warrior Reps as well. Green flag, we're going. Ready to go. King with a good restart here. Michaela is going to have the bottom. Banks and here comes Keith Hackney. Hackney able to get out of pit road. Is going to slide in front of the 49. And pulls that race line off. 2 to go here is Nick King. Tries to hold on. 24, Justin Williams in turn. Going to close down that distance. Hackney to third. Banks in fourth. White flag waves final lap here in heat race number 2 as Volusia comes to fruition and might have one final slider. 24 trying to dig and reach. Not going to have it. King is going to win heat race number 2. Keith Hackney in third. Tyson Banks on the bottom side here finishes fourth. And then Michaela's going to finish fifth. We are going to have ourselves, I believe, a 3-driver B main. We are. Three driver B main. They're going to get out there and run some laps. Nick Bauman, Kayla Steffies, and Bud Molyneux going to be out there ready to rock and roll. I think Nick has it in there. We'll see if Michaela's going to get out there and drive as well. Everybody's going to make the feature. That's a real thing. This will just determine the final few drivers as they load in. We'll see what's gonna make of this one. 71 will be on the inside here. Michaela on the outside. Make sure your setups are set for Volusia, folks. Make sure you do that. Make sure everybody knows that this is all about these open setups and making sure that what you have set in your vehicle is what you need to. Make your adjustments as you need to, of course, in between the races and what you have to go on. All right. Red Pirate Family Bar and Grill give you your consi here today. Make sure if you're down there in Florida that you go and you check out Red Pirate Family Bar and Grill. I'm telling you, it is an awesome place. They have awesome specials. They have an awesome time. Check them out. I promise you. You are going to love them. They are out of East Point, Florida. Give them a call, 850-670-1090. They close at 10 p.m. tonight. You can also look at their menu at places.singleplatform.com and look for Red Pirate Family Grill and Oyster Bar. Absolutely. They have 2,162 reviews, 4.4 stars on Google. And they're a family restaurant. Good food, good staff. Low service, but they're always packed. That means you need to get out there and do it. All right, we're green. Michaela runs the inside. 71 rolling. 71 up on the high side. Battle for the lead. Michaela digs out of the bottom side. As we're going to be 14 to go now. Bappy's leading. It was Bud Molyneux, 2661 of the iRating for the 883. Do like Bud. He's good people. As we'll take a look. As they dig around, Michaela rolling that mid-high side. Get out here and learn some things about the track, too, as it continues to wear. And the drivers will have a good feature here coming up. So this will be a chance to figure out where your lap times need to be, where you need to be able to drive the track. With fewer drivers on there and a competitive edge, it's something you can do. 12 laps to go here as Michaela takes over the lead. Steffies is going to be 6/10 of a second, almost 7/10 of a second out front. Full second for Michaela, 15.48, her fast lap here. She's getting some consistency out of this one. She digs the bottom side on the exit, but swerves out. Kind of finding that egg shape here, doing a great job. Watch that middle lane, doing a great job of putting that right rear where she needs to. Bob it behind. Runs his fastest lap of the race, 15.65 this last time by. Nick still putting a little bit more effort into that. You're seeing that second lane work for him as well. He's got that right rear up near that flat. Got to be careful. The moment you put it there on corner exit, you get yourself a little bit too high off the racetrack. 8 laps to go here as the distance on the lap times between these drivers about half second separating the average lap time. 4.3 back is Bud here as he pushes it out of the middle lane. 15.54 for Michaela this last time by. Comfortable lead right now, 1.8 seconds as Nick tries to close in. 1.8, 1.7 now as the last lap, 15.66. So maybe the track's starting to change. Maybe the dynamics starting to change as well. 15.56, 15.82, 16.44 for Bud here as we're 6 laps to go. Closing back in a little bit. 1 and 2, a little bit better for both of the other drivers. But 3 and 4 is where Michaela steps out and gives a little distance here. 5 laps to go this time by for your B-Main. If you're out there watching on Twitch, folks, we are supporting Mission 22. And if you haven't done so, make sure that instead of hitting that subscribe button, you support Mission 22 by hitting the donate. Hit that down there on my main page and say, hey, this is what we're doing. Mission 22 has $100 to be raised on that goal. That's it. That's our entire goal. I thought it was 200, but it's only $100. So that's what we're doing. Fusion Setup Shop, putting in the effort here. Give us a good race. Thank you, Red Pirate, Family Grill, Oyster Bar, out at East Point, Florida, for bringing home the B main. 2 laps to go. Michaela going to have some confidence going into the feature. She's got a 2.8 second, maybe 2.7 second lead. Coming around, maybe just able to die this one down a little bit. 15.66 last lap. White flag waves. Final lap here in the B main. As these 3 drivers get out and get some practice in, figure out what they need to do for their lap times. And I think Michaela has the right idea, because she's going to come around and get the victory here in the B main. Hoffman comes home in second, Bud. Going around, completing his last lap, and we'll finish 3rd. We like it. We love it. Gonna have a powder puff with the wives or girlfriends or something. Hey, so we do that every once in a while. Here comes a warm up for you. I do that once in a while. I don't know what Fusion Setup Shop does. So every once in a while, I call it the Better Halves race. So what we do with the drivers' wives, we say, hey, everybody's gonna get out here, and they're the only ones allowed to run. I occasionally allowed like kids, but the kids are usually better than the wives, and so that's not okay. We want the wives to get out and have fun, so we do that occasionally, and it's absolutely a ton of fun to make those changes and see those things happen. So if you keep an eye out on our Facebook page, we'll make posts whenever we do have another race again. Last time we did it, it was last year. We tried to have one over the Christmas break, but everybody was so busy for Christmas that we just couldn't get it done. But we do have a tendency to kind of spring one up, and keep an eye on our Facebook page. Make sure the notifications turned on, and you'll be able to catch when we do it. May not be dirt. Well, last time we did it was trucks at Talladega Super Speedway. We ran 20 laps with the ladies, and they had a blast. We turned all the damage off. They learned to draft and let them have some fun. No cautions. Unlimited fast repair, so that way if they needed to come into pit road and get a fast repair, they could do it. Cleared all the penalties. They could just pretty much go out there and have some fun. That's pretty much what we did. It's always fun. And that was courtesy of Mrs. Signature. She was the one that told me I should do that. So I like it. I like it. And that does happen. Now, as far as what these drivers are going to be doing, or what this league does, it's a good possibility they might do something like that as well. Have to keep our eyes open for that. Yep. Oh, baby. Go ahead and pick for some Super Lates coming up. It's going to be awesome. Super Lates tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow afternoonish. Going to be exciting. Another doubleheader tomorrow. We're going to be running North Wilkesboro tomorrow night. And I am absolutely thrilled about it. Chop Racing, Super Lates.
I am pretty thrilled about it. It's going to be a ton of fun, and that's right before our other series that we do 802. Boy howdy, boy howdy. I'll put it up with these folks about to getting out there and having the powder puff. A powder puff dirt race. A little slinging dirt action. Wonder how many times we'll go around sideways. All right, they're going to be doing their thing. We'll let them continue their warm up. I'm going to throw on some music while you guys watch. I'm going to take a little hydrated break. Right back. Fastest lap of the warm-up, 15.483. Track state is going to be the thing that we're going to be worried about later on the most. It is going to be tore up and full up. But nighttime is right time for some dirt racing at Volusia. And 50 laps coming up here for the drivers as they end off the practice session there on the warm-up, which I thank them for.
you know, those things do happen. Anyhow, anyway, apparently it is 70 laps. Hold on. It is 70 laps, but on the extra. Okay. Did I misread something? Well, they're running 70. It's 50 on the schedule. 70 lapper. Hopefully the setups are set up for 50 laps. That's or for 70 laps. That's something that we, you know, you got to make sure you do. You got to have enough fuel. A lot of the drivers build their setups to have only the right amount of fuel in it. So we'll see if this is going to work. Massey, King, 1-2. Trent Bailey, Justin Williams in row number 2. Joe Garcia, Keith Hackney, row number 3. Christopher Joy, Tyson Banks, row number 4. Michaela is going to have Nick Boffman to his outside, to her outside. So apologies about that, Michaela. In row number 5, Bud is going to have the final row here. So we'll see if I doubt fuel is going to be an issue, but as long as they have it running green, it shouldn't be too hard of a problem here. So 50 laps was supposed to be on schedule this week. February is going to have 70 laps. Lernerville is going to have 50 laps, and Knoxville the feature. Everything moved back basically a week on the schedule. So we'll make sure that we keep that up to date. We'll make sure that we figure that out as well. So yeah, quite a few provisionals today, I believe. We had some provisionals. Yeah, provisional requests. Dustin had one for Eldora. So that was that one. So we'll see what's going to happen here. But yeah, be fun. Be good. Your feature brought to you by Apex Designs. Make sure that you absolutely go check out facebook.com/apexdesigns.oh. There's a link in the description. Make sure you please check them out. Absolutely phenomenal people. They will absolutely put it on you. The rest of the series, again, brought to you by Boschman & Graven, MFJ Welding. Again, Fusion Setup Shop, Fusion Speed Shop, or Fusion Setup Shop, as you see on the logo there. Go check them out, of course. It will be an incredible time. Nick having an issue there. I think he had to jump to pit road. I'm not quite sure. Did Nick have a connection issue? Oh yeah, something happened. I think it was maybe a steering wheel issue. I'm not quite sure. Jamie Massey, ready to bring him on. I'm ready to go. Green flag racing here. 70 laps. Nick had an issue. That is not good. Nathan, let's go Hackney. Gia, are you ready? Go. Nick King in second. Bailey's going to be third. Christopher Joy rolling through the field again. Tyson Banks trying to get more grip on the outside or get that slider cooked off. Here's Joe, runs the inside. Joy up high. I'm sorry, Joy down low. Bailey up high. 747, all within tow. Here comes the 91 of Keith Hackney to the bottom side. About as close as you're going to see these drivers drawn. 15.97, fastest lap for Nick King. These drivers have worn the track out now, and as they have, there's going to be a lot to say about what this race line is going to be able to do. Caution comes out here as Bud has an issue. Bud slides the corner, gets out, drops into the corner, runs the high side. Whoop. Oh, man. Quick reset right there. We'll put him right into pit road. That was, I believe, Justin who had that issue right there. Caution should have come out much earlier than that, but it didn't. Justin goes to slide the corner here. Little touch and go.
So yeah, Bud should have been on the lead lap here. He's gonna get that tow. Gonna show him a lap down and out right now, but that caution should come out way earlier. Christopher Joy. And the angle would have put him up there as well. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Appreciate everybody being out there. Much love to you. Thank you to all the fine folks for knocking it out of the park with what you guys have been doing. Thank you to all of our sponsors, affiliates, and people that give us what we need to do. You're all amazing. You really are. So it is that time. You know, always good time. You know what I mean? All right, Massey, King, Bailey, Joy. It's going to be your front two rows on the restart here. 747 to 114. We'll knock this one out of the park. 91 and 49 will be side by side of the restart here. And the 24 still back here. Tail end of this one. All right, we'll see what happens. I believe Bud's going to be able to get out of pit road here. He's going to be able to make it. Is he going to be able to leave pit road in time? That's going to be the big question. Green flag. Bud in on pit road and he's going to be leaving now, so we'll be officially a lap down. Green flag here as the pit exit looks as such. No lucky dogs in the pits here. Big King, fastest lap, 15.81, rolls the outside, trying to get around Massey here. King up near the wall, down to the bottom, right in the wake of the 119. Hold on to it, 143. I'm sorry, the 43 and the 032, still trying to put something on it. Some close racing going on here as Massey tries to hold on to the lead, but here comes King. Nick King. Just a little bit faster than your race leader. And they will dig down to the bottom side. 43 rolls, 32 on the bottom. 43 side by side on the back straight. Into turn 3. King to the bottom. Trying to roll out of the corner, not going to have it. Massey's still going to lead this lap. We'll see if they lean on each other here. Nick King down near the wall. They put a little hurting on each other. 43 trying to hold on. Keeps that race line working. Massey up the race line. 43 with a better line. Carries speed in the corner. Going to roll that second lane with him. Nick King is just a touch faster on the race line. And has it figured out, but Massey's going to be able to defend. It's going to be very tough to pass. Here comes Keith Hackney on the outside as well. He's got the 747 in tow. These drivers have been fast late in each run. Now we'll have to work from the back. 24 will have the outside. 49 over the bottom side. 49 trying to clear the 24. 24 will be there to the inside. Feel the steppies. Back in the back here. Battling for 8th here. For 12 of 70 being completed. 49 up, rolling that middle lane. That's where she was running before, and that's where she carried speed. And that's something to think about here, as now the 43 tries to roll a higher lane. Massey trying to deliver here as the battle for the lead heats up. Massey takes the line away from the 43. 119.43 and the 032. King still faster. Just tough to get around. Right now, Keith Hackney slides the 747 there. Didn't make it stick. Here comes the 747 back. 91 to the outside. A battle for 4th. Massey just ran his fastest lap of the race. 15.75. Then a 15.94. Now Nick King at 15.75. It's tough to pass here. Gonna have to put some time in. Christopher Joy running that third lane. And 1 and 2. Bottom lane 3 and 4. Now switches up to the bottom lane here. Here comes Keith Hackney. And Nick King. Still just as fast. Fastest lap, 15.74. Massey, 15.76. This time by 15.73 for Jamie Massey. Massey now trying to get comfortable, maybe checking fuel, checking where he needs to be. We'll see if this one's going to work out for him. 15.91 last lap for the 43. Can they put any more into these cars as they come around? 7.7 for Massey. 8.2 for Nick King. Joy 8.9. Acme 8.6. Joe Garcia just ran a 16.18. Right now, Michaela trying to hold on to that middle lane. Did a great job of closing down some distance. Right now, the 24 run on the bottom side. Massey, Nick King, 4/10 of a second difference here. Trying to keep Nick King at bay. 21 of 70, long race still ahead as they got 49 laps to go at the line. 1-2 working on it as they go. That's a look at where that pit lane would be. There's in the pit lane entrance or pit lane exit right there. Here's your pit lane entrance. That is not a very good pit lane entrance. It is very tough to get in into the inside there. But these drivers are no stranger to, well, you know, it's being awesome. They're all awesome. On board your third place vehicle right now is Christopher Joy in the 032. Tries to find a little bit more speed. 2.2 back right now. Half second separates Nick King and Jamie Massey. Here is on board Nick King. Puts it down to the bottom side. Tries to slide up the race line a little bit here. Might see an opportunity ahead of him. Trent Bailey and Tyson Banks going at it. They're going at it right here. Evan 47 of the 09 to the inside, trying to get more clear here and watch this happen on the relative. They had a little battle going on right now, but Trent Bailey, the 09, working back on the inside. Comes kind of a single groove line for a while as Nick King looked to have some clean air here. 28 of 70. Let's see if anybody's got a tire left after all of this as Hackney goes to the inside of the 032. Battle for the third spot here. As 032 still clears the outside lane. 91 trying to work it. Going to get to the back bumper of the 032. Joy delivers a defense here as the 91 puts on a better race line right there in the middle. The 032 looking at delivering, hits the wall a little bit there. Down to take the line away from the 91. Rick Bailey still in sixth, trying to work over the 747. Needs a slider here, and a good one to make that work. But here comes Joe Garcia, the 114. The drivers are having to save a little tire here as well. Whoa, man, slider from Trent Bailey. Tyson Banks back to the inside. Trent unable to keep that speed up in the corner. 747 slides way high, and now the battle continues. Here comes the 09. 09 clears the bottom side. 747 back to the slider. Bailey trying to keep it clear. 747 still runs the middle lane. It's going to try to take that line away again. Here comes the 09 back. Good battles here. That battle's going to lead up to the 747. Now the 09 trying to clear here. Bailey keeps it side by side. Not able to keep it clear. They keep alternating here. It's almost, and they're losing a ton of time to the drivers behind them and to the drivers in front of them. Somebody's going to have to give, and who is it going to be? The 09 back side by side with the 747. 09's going to run that middle lane, and after a certain point, your defense is going to kick in, and here comes one more time the 747. 09 up, trying to clear that slider, not able. He's running faster than Tyson Banks, but Tyson Banks is just delivering good crossovers and good sliders to be able to counter everything that the 09's doing. 09 rolling the bottom side, trying to get more off of the corner. Have to reset that all back up. 37 laps complete this time by for Jamie Massey. A ton of time lost for Banks and Bailey there on that exchange. Banks still trying to keep that 5 spot. Michaela gets around Joe Garcia. Missed that pass just a moment ago, but here comes Michaela. She's got some time left on those tires. And the more the drivers in front of her battle, the more she can play catch up here. But wrong with that. Bud comes to pit road, 2 laps down. 43, 2 seconds now the gain. This will be 30 laps to go this next time by. Lap 40 being completed. And Jamie Massey now able to extend last lap 15.95. And what are you running about the 16-second mark? Kayla actually faster than all of the drivers in front of her. And I think she's figured out that she could run the long haul here. That's what she needs, confidence. 09 still trying to slide to 747 in front. On board Michaela here, and she watches this battle. She is stepping on it. That's what she needs. Michaela about 0.2 of a second faster than the 2 drivers in front of her. Needs to clean them out, clear them out. Keith Hackney and Christopher Joy going out of here. Nick King in the middle. Nick King fell off the pace here as 91 tries to slide the corner. 32 still not giving up as Christopher Joy rolls the middle lane. 91 trying to close in. 24 laps to go. Apex giving you all the action here for your feature. Keith Hackney goes to third. Joy rolls the bottom. 43 put up a great fight there in the beginning. Nick King going to clear that middle lane. 91 on the bottom side. 43 battles back. 91 up into the 43. Little door-to-door action there. Nothing wrong with that. 91 still rolls the middle lane. Watch the underline crossover here. 43 trying to hold on to what grip he has left. 3-second lead for Massey. Massey, smooth sailing, can coast around if he really wanted to. As Hackney tries to deliver a little bit more here. Last lap for Nick King. Still leads the outside. The crossover's going to work here. 91, not done. One more driver to track down. He's got 20 laps to do it this time by. Michaela trying to close back down on Bailey. Michaela had the opportunity there, and then Trent Bailey and Tyson Banks doing something different. Joe Garcia, Justin Williams still on the track here trying to catch up to the 49. 49 had some pace there. You have to watch some fuel. The last couple of laps a little bit slower. She had the pace and she had the speed. Trent Bailey will have to go back after Tyson Banks. Good exchange going on. 18 laps to go. It's all Massey. As Justin Williams will lay over and let a little bit of that low line work for Massey. He's going to put him a lap down, 24. We'll have 17 laps to try to get that back. Jamie Massey, 2.9, 2.8 in closing. Keith Hackney, 16 laps to go. We'll need some burners right now to be able to catch up to Massey. Massey little bit of dirty air on him there, slowed him up just a little bit, about 0.3 of a second difference here. But now here comes Keith Hackney. 2.6 in closing. How much tire do they have left? How much fuel do they have left? Christopher Joy rolling. Nick King in the middle portion. 43 bottom side. 2.5 seconds. The 43 tries to get that spot back, rolls the bottom side. Joy takes it away as now the 43 has to deliver with 13 laps to go. Massey, 2.3 second difference here, down to the bottom. Will slide the corner up in front of Justin Williams. Clean slider here is now he's got a 1.9 second difference between he and Jamie Massey. Joy and Nick King still delivering. Tyson Banks, Trent Bailey, 10.5 back. Michaela, 1.3 ahead, 1.2 ahead of Joe Garcia. Trent Bailey back up with Tyson Banks here as there are 10 laps to go. Tyson Banks still a tenth faster. Michaela right on par with Tyson Banks. Her lap times matching that driver, just trying to get clear of it. Comes Jamie Massey trying to close in on the 114. This is going to be a middle lane run. He's going to have to try to slide the 114. As his teammates catching him 1.5 back. Keith Hackney trying to close it back down. 1.4, 1.3. Massey lap traffic. 8 to go. 114 slides up the middle lane. Trying to keep on the lead lap. Trying to run the race line he needs to. Bump on the bottom. Upsets the 119. Now is up into the 114. And keeping it clean. Doing a great job. Here comes the 91. 7 laps to go. 114 gives up the race line. 91's going to be the middle part. 91 with a big turn on the middle. To the back bumper to the 114. 91's going to be side by side. Here comes Keith Hackney. 6 laps to go. Try to set it in the middle. Did he save enough? Does he have enough grip? Does he have enough out of that car with 5 laps to go to catch and pass the guy who's led the most laps here? He is there. A 10th to the corner. 91, 119. The battle is on. Michaela in the middle of turn 1. 4 laps to go. Here's where lap traffic, even with this kind of race, comes into play. Is now the 119 to the 91. Dig into the bottom. 114 carrying corner. Might be able to get one more spot. 91 to the middle. 3 laps to go. Michaela up the race line. Trying to save it. Is going to be able to save it. Trying to get out of the way of the leaders. Joe Garcia is going to get around. Michaela just having a little courtesy here. 2 to go. Man, oh man. 91 up to the top. 91 to the bottom. Down in the corner, 119. The battle for the lead is here. White flag waves, final lap. 91, middle corner. 119 up high. The send, the dive, the corner. They are beaten, and Hackney wins by 1/100th, 17/100th of a second. Hackney, final turn leads the only lap that matters. The last one out of 3 and 4. Last lap pass for Keith Hackney. A valuable win, 17/100ths of a second. That is a blink, folks. That is a blink. Christopher Joy finishes in 3rd. And a good race, a great race at the end of this one. Keith Hackney gets his 3rd win of the series. Jamie Massey finishes 2nd after leading 69 laps. Giggity. Christopher Joy finishes third. Nick King, Trent Bailey, Tyson Banks, Joe Garcia, Michaela Steffes, Justin Williams, Bud Molino, your top 10. Nick Moffitt out of the race, did not start that. What a great finish that was. That was exciting. It was exciting. It was a good end. Y'all should applaud these drivers. They put on a heck of a show at the end of that one. It was a good one. It was a really good one. That big old GG's in the chat for me. Big old GG's. Be appreciative, of course, always. Yeah. We're just waiting for the drivers now. Talk to them. I'm a little quicker. Quite often a little quicker. Thinking of the sponsors of the series real quick while we wait. MFJ Welding, of course. Klosterman Engraving for the pole sitter. JJ at SC Racewear for the heats. Red Pirate Family Bar and Family Grill and Oyster Bar. Apex Designs, of course. TrackDogs.net. And, of course, the title sponsor, Fusion Setup Shop. Go check him out. Let's talk to the guy who led the only lap that mattered, the final one. Keith Hackney knocked this one out of the park. Tell me about it, man. That was, you spent a lot of time catching up, had to save some tire there, no doubt. And you pick up another win here in the series. Tell me about your race today.
Yeah, man. I just due to unfortunate circumstances in the heat, we had a few spots back than probably where we would have been. But it was a long race, so I wasn't really panicking, and we haven't really ran the pros a whole lot lately, other than this series, honestly. And we didn't have a set. We was just trying to build something, within the session and then the warm up and uh I think Massey was on the same thing I was, which he was really fast, and I think he used a little bit more tire than he needed to. And I thought I used a lot of tire as well, just because trying to pass Joy and Nick there, in the middle part of the race and stuff like that. I sort of got into Joy a little bit. I pushed tight, man. Like if there's a car on my outside, I could not turn in whatsoever, and it was bad. But I hated that. I mean, it wasn't like crazy, contact. It was just getting into him just a little bit just to get him out of or, get him out of his rhythm. And so I apologize for that. But and then I threw it on Nick. I seen the opportunity. It was just so hard to pass and I had to sling it. And so he did, and he left me enough room and stuff like that. And then just trying to chase down Massey. I didn't know if he had tire, if he didn't have tire, just because of how hard we was racing behind him. So I was just trying to hit my marks, and I was running a little bit different line than he was in 3 and 4. I was trying to stay in that moisture. Um, I could not run the top. It was just I just couldn't. So yeah, man, we just maintained the best we could. I noticed he was about a tenth and a half of a lap faster than he was, and then lap traffic slowed him down a little bit, and then he pulled back out on me just a little bit, and he was getting tight. I was getting tight at the end with the fuel burn off, and I told him that last lap. I was like, "I'm here. I mean, I'm gonna sling it. If it sticks, we'll race it. If not, then I'll just back out of it or whatever." And it just happened to stick in 3 and 4, and we was able to get it done.
17/100 of a second. That is literally 3 inches in a blink by measure. So it was incredible to watch. Keith Indu out there says congrats on the win. Of course, appreciate the like out there as well. Man, give you shout outs. You get a victory.
Yeah, man, just all the guys at House of Speed and NLR, Papa Mike's Promotions, Mama Bear, Grip Hackney Live, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Ricey Bear, just everybody who makes this series go round and round. You for doing the hell of a broadcast, and shout out to my mom there for tuning in.
I like it. Well, I think that's the first time I've seen that light come across the board, so I feel privileged.
Now there you go.
All right, Keith, we'll see you next week, brother.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
That's Keith Hackney. He knocks it out of the park. Let's talk to your P2 finisher. It's going to be Jamie Massey, led 69 laps in this race. Jamie, dude.
Flat traffic. It is what it is, man. I just don't. They need to take the mirrors out of these cars. Ridiculous. But I mean, I was so tired. It was bound to happen. If we'd had a caution, them boys would have got me anyways. But it just sucks when you catch a lap car and he's running the bottom and then he moves up and runs the top. I just don't understand the thought process of some of these cats. But whatever.
I get it. Well, Michaela stayed out of your way. She tried to stay out of your way.
She did.
She almost wrecked herself trying to do it. So
She did everything I would want her to do, and she knows what she's doing inside these cars, so she moved right away as soon as I got there. But the other guy, whatever, no respect. I guess he had a teammate close by. I don't know.
He was. I mean, he might have been just thinking about that position too. I don't know. He was trying to track down Michaela. He was
Yeah.
within realm. I don't know. We'll let them have at that one. I think the racing was good, regardless. And you know what? To throw a last lap pass at the line, that's still exciting for your teammate.
Yeah, man. It's awesome. Like I said, I told him before the race, I'm just here to, race with him, and so we can test together. Like, I'm not in the points. I'm just testing with him. So it was good to see him win. Anyways, I had no intentions of. I was just trying to make everybody run their car hard. That's the reason I set the pace I did. Like, I ran wide open the entire race, and it took somebody forever to catch me. So I couldn't believe we made it. He had almost 10% more tire than me. I can't believe we made it to the last lap. So
I was questioning tires blowing because it's a lap count, and I was questioning fuel a touch. You know what I mean? That's 17/100 a second at that speed is actually a lot further. It's supposed to be 3 inches, folks. Not 2 feet. It's weird that it counted as 17/100 a second. Anyway, but yeah, I'm looking at the finish right here where you guys.
yeah,
So.
I knew he had me. Like I said, I figured we were both on the same setup. I figured he was going. I was so tight, like undrivable tight, but I ran my car harder than he did.
Mhm.
So I figured that if he was as bad as I was in 3 and 4, there's no way he was going to be able to stay under me. And I let it drift out a little bit too much on one there and probably cost myself. Like I said, what Joe did didn't necessarily cost me the race, but it did cost me almost a full second. I
Mhm.
mean, like, that's what really cost me the race. Like, there's no way that he's getting there if that don't happen. But
Right.
it is. Much rather him win anyways. He's gonna lock this points championship up, and that's what we came here to do anyways.
I like it. Hey, you know what? Teammates work, and if you can put it on each other and race each other hard, that's what matters. So, nothing wrong with that. And lap traffic happens in every form of racing that is out there, especially on a 70 lapper. But Jamie, congratulations on a P2, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you and see what you guys are doing out there in the world of sim racing. You guys are in the top 3% of I-rated dirt drivers, by the way. I just want to let you know. Which is incredible to see. So it must be really hard to gain I rating.
Yeah, well, and what's crazy is I don't run a whole lot of officials. So
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of that came from years ago. I don't run the openers or none of that because just get junk. So I run here and there, and yeah, man, it's been a long road, but it's been a lot of fun, a lot of learning, a lot of seat time. So
That's what it takes. That's what I
yep.
tell everybody. It's if you want to improve on iRacing, you have to be behind the seat. Even I'm getting behind the seat more often to show people that, hey, I can still drive too. Don't ever tell me that my I rating depicts on my knowledge of these race lines and these tracks. I know more about the simulator than you I care to even
That's all right.
I care to even put out there. But I want to if I'm going to speak about it, I want to be able to transition it. So eventually I'm going to work on dirt because my dirt, I let my kids use my simulator. You know what I mean? So they get into races and they're kids.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
So if I lose I rating, I don't care.
right.
But now I care. So now I'm going to try to make everything work and work at it. I'm terrible at dirt, but I'm going to figure it out. Jamie, much love, man. P2 finish. Give you shout outs, brother.
Hey man, yeah, I want to thank everybody over at NLR, House of Speed, Papa Mike's Promotions, Heartland Harley Davidson, Mama Bear, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Grip Hackney Live, and 42 Graphics, and man for Reaper Racing League, and you guys for broadcasting this deal. And we'll try again next week. Congratulations, Keith, there on the win, and Joey on third. Thank you, man.
Always. It's going to be another set. We got 70 lapper at Fairbury next week. So that one's going to be fun.
Sounds like a disaster. We'll see you there.
Fairbury will be fine. It'll be fine.
I hate Fairbury. I hate. All right, see you there.
See you, man. The Jamie Massey. It's P2 finish. Let's talk to Christopher Joy. He gets who wraps up a top three here. Had to fight of his life. pretty much throughout the heats and all the way up here and into the feature, able to battle back after starting in 7th. It was a good battle that you had. Tell me about it, man.
Yeah, that opening there at the flag stand, that thing's a killer.
Yep.
But once I pretty much just flew through the field on the first couple laps, I knew I was in trouble. Ran too much air. I kind of forgot we were going to do a longer race here. I was really hoping for like 50 laps and I would have been solid, but 70 was just a little too much with what air I ran. But hats off to Hackney and Massey. Those guys are just always bad fast here, so I can't really complain.
Well, that's what I was. Well, on the schedule it said 50 laps, and I was like, well, hopefully everybody's set up for 50 laps, because I was a little confused at front because I had 70 laps in the session or in my notes on the race information that I have to manually type in. And I was like, okay, maybe it's 70 laps. I went back and looked at the schedule, and I was like, no, it's 50 laps on the schedule. And then I got into the feature, and I was like, nope, it's 70 laps. I'm wrong again. And that changes a lot. It changes a lot of what you have to do and how you have to drive, because 70 lap tires on these things at a almost half-mile track it will eat your tires. You can blow a tire.
Oh, for sure. And they do it real life, especially like banging it off the cushion if there is one. It's pretty easy to have a right rear come down. It would be kind of cool if they would kind of do something like that, especially if you're just going full tilt, like pretty much everybody was there at the start of that. But seems like we only had like half the cars than what we started with.
Yeah, I think today was just an off day. I know we missed last week, and there's a lot of people out right now with just everything, and people are probably sick too. I mean, there's the weird temperatures going around in the world, so who knows what's actually happening. But yeah, I mean, I was telling that to the missus as well. I said I was telling her that this is the first time I've seen under 16 drivers in the field. Usually you're 18, 22, 25, 26 drivers, you get to the point where at one point you guys were kicking drivers because they didn't make the feature. So,
right.
We are getting close to the end of the series too. And you got to have something to fight for, when it comes to points and those kinds of things. So hopefully we'll see everybody stick it out, because it's been fun to call this race, and it's been, it's a good time.
Oh, for sure. Can't thank you guys enough for kind of throwing this together and everything. And definitely having a blast. Hopefully we can get some cars in here. If you guys do another go around of this has been pretty fun on the off season for sure.
I don't know what they're going to do. Hopefully they carry it over. I know that Trevor was talking about it before, but I'm not quite sure what their plans are just yet. So hopefully we'll hear something so we can help with that process here. We've got 3 weeks left, so now's the perfect time to get that in check. So, but February next week, Lernerville, and then Knoxville, some heavy tracks coming up. So, my man, you get a P3 finish. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope. I'll take it.
All right, brother. Give shout outs.
Yeah, I just want to thank the guys over at Jules Speed Shop, Fergie with CFM, Shop Fergie 22, Sweet Victor Apparel, Elliott's Custom Trailers in Warsaw, Indiana, Fat Ed's Eyewear, H & Sons Racing, Outlaw Graphics, and you guys for putting this on.
All right, brother. We will see you next week. Good luck in the rest of your races.
Thanks, man.
That's Christopher Joy knocking this one out of the park. And we had a great race. It was a fantastic race. Keith Hackney, last lap pass, the Georgia native. It's one that matters. All right, we're going to be back here in a couple of, about half an hour or so with another race for you. So make sure that you tune in and check that out as well. If you like some Truck Series racing, it's going to be a ton of fun. Folks, be good. If I don't see it, be good, be safe, be kind of another. Make sure you reach out and hit that like button one more time for me if you're out there on the YouTube. Subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. I'm getting ready to be done. We got to raid out. I'll be back in a little bit, though. I will be back in a little bit. We have all that stuff. What's going on with that, too? I'm actually ending the stream. It's okay. We'll raid out. We'll take all you fine folks on Twitch. We'll send you out to somebody out there. We're getting ready to have a second stream in just a moment. Let's send you over. We're gonna send you over to I don't even know. Can we send you over to Joe Foxer? I think Joe is out there. Yeah, I think yeah, here it is. Joe Foxer. We're gonna send you out to Joe Foxer out there on Twitch, folks. Go say hello to him. All right, folks. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. We'll see you in the next one, okay?